Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie, and this is your body. You might be wondering why it looks so pale. That's because your body releases at least 2.5 liters of fluids every day. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime takes effort, causing your body to sweat. In cold temperature, your body burns energy to stay warm. Having caffeinated drinks and alcohol can make you urinate more often. Fever causes sweating as your body is fighting viruses. And when you cry, you release body fluids through tears. But remember, you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we make a good match for your body's hydration needs. Ooh, this is our stop. Remember, don't let the sweat you forget keep you from living a healthy and hydrated life. Pocari Sweat!
Bahagi na ng buhay nating mga Pilipino ang sports. Mula sa panahon ng unos, sa tamis ng tagumpay, sa kabila ng pagbabago ng buhay, ang Philippine Sports Commission ay patuloy na magigilingkod sa sambayanan at atletang Pilipino.
Ayan. There we go. Isa pong magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in sa atin pong weekly online program na hinahanda sa inyo syempre ng Philippine Sports Commission. Ito po ang PSC Chatroom. And if you're watching us, alinman po sa aming platforms, no, may it be on our Facebook. Kung kayo po ay nasa Facebook, hello po sa inyo. Ayan, I'm seeing yung mga Facebook viewers natin. And also, sa YouTube platform po ng Philippine Sports Commission. Isang magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Maulan, no? There are some parts of the country na mostly po, no, parts ng bansa ay maulan. Pero maraming salamat po for tuning in every Wednesday. And syempre, today is July 26, 26 yan, na araw ng Hulyo, yan, sa 2023. And syempre, ang programa pong ito hatid sa inyo ng PSC, headed by our chairman, Chairman Richard Bachman, our 4 commissioners, Commissioner Edward Haico, Commissioner Fritz Gaston, Commissioner Bonco, and Commissioner Walter Francis Torres. Ako po si Josh Ricanor from the PSC Public Communications Office. And this episode, like I said, ay series po, no, of different chat rooms from our previous ones kung saan tampok po natin ngayong Wednesday afternoon ang mga national athletes po natin, no, na nagtagumpay recently that really gave us that made us proud, no, make the whole nation proud, and specifically this time in a sport that we very much love, no, that we very much adore sa sport ng basketball, but a different perspective po of basketball. Malalaman po natin yan later as we get to know them. But if you're watching us po, no, again, alinman po sa ating platforms, I just want to give a special shout out sa mga viewers natin on our Facebook platform. Si Joseph Kayabyab, yan, is watching. Hello. Si Jeric Malapit. Ayan, sana malapit lang si Kuya Jeric, no? Hello po. Good afternoon. Also to si El Maida is watching. Ganun din kay Ian Gerald Sudayan, kay Sherwin Abulensya, and si Danel Catalan. Yan, nanonood sa atin. Si Tristan Kapukaw. Yan, mga viewers po natin ngayong hapon po na ito. And before we get into that, no, before we get into our conversations with our special guest ngayong hapon na ito, we have also some news and updates na sa mga nangyayari po no sa loob at labas ng ating ahensya. Hindi na po natin yan pagtatagalin dahil we're giving you straight away ang ating pong mga balita sa PSC this week. We want to start ang atin pong weekly updates, no, at remembering yung mga achievements po na binigay ng ating mga atletang Pilipino sa mga nagdaang araw po no, in the past few days. Unahin natin no yung ating veteran elite athletics athlete si John Ray Ubas po ay nagbigay sa atin ng gold medal sa men's long jump. Yan po ay sa Motonet Lapiranta, I hope I'm saying it right, competition, GP Lapiranta in Finland. Si Janri po, again, gold medal in the men's long jump competition. Ginanap po yan sa Finland. Janri, congratulations. Siyempre si Janri po ay sa ating mga veteran, kututusin, na athletes po no, that have competed, given us many medals even in the SEA Games and Asian Games level. So congratulations to Janri on this achievement. Ganun din kung we're saying we are congratulating ang atin naman pong mga atleta na sina Julius Esposo, si Edwin Advincula, si Jerlu Flores, si Timothy Cua, and si Kyle Brent Chavez. Sila po ay third placers sa kakatapos lang na 4th World Deaf Table Tennis Championships. Ginanap po yan sa Taipei, Taiwan. Congratulations to sila po yung men's team natin, and si Abby Nuevo and Julius Esposo naman teamed up for the bronze medal for the mixed doubles event. And kasunod niyan, si Kyle din in the men's team. Si Kyle Brent Chavez, bronze medal in the boys singles pala. Dito naman ay sa first World Deaf Youth Table Tennis Championships. Ginanap po din yan sa Taiwan. And ito po ay historic win for our Team Philippines. Dahil ito po pagkakapanalo natin ay ang ating first ever medal ng bansa dito po sa specific event na to in World Deaf Youth Table Tennis Championship. So congratulations po to our para athletes. Ganun din sa ating mga atleta. Ayan, this time sa larangan naman po ng jiu-jitsu, ang ating national athlete si Kimberly Ann Custodio ay nagbigay sa atin ng silver medal sa Adults Jiu-Jitsu Female 45 kg event. Yan po ay sa 2023 JJIF World Jiu-Jitsu Championships. Ginanap naman po yan sa Ulaanbaatar sa Mongolia. Ganon din, a bronze medal for Daniela Palanca. Yan. Congratulations, Daniela. And syempre, winning also another bronze medal in the Adults Jiu-Jitsu Female 52 kg. Ang ating first ever ang ating first gold medal sa kakatapos lang po na 32nd Southeast Asian Games. Si Kyla Napolis naman ay got the bronze medal on this event in the female 52 kilogram category. And ganoon naman po. And ito, just celebrating po, just recent, very, very recent. This was from yesterday. The PSC is extending its congratulations sa atin pong very own Pilipinas Women's National Football Team. Yan, the Filipinas. Sila po ay they just marked the very first win ng Philippines in a World Cup ever. Yan po ay kahapon lamang po. No? It was an intense match. Kung kayo po ay nanonood sa mga kasama namin dito sa bansa, nanonood on virtual platforms, we are having goosebumps kahapon dahil sa historic win na to. This is the first time na ang isa pong national team, football national team ay nakatungtong po sa FIFA World Cup stage, let alone a female national team sa ating Filipinas. And kahapon nga really marked an historic win. In our first ever appearance sa World Cup, we got our first ever win against the host nation po ng New Zealand po. No? It's 1-0 courtesy po ng header from Sarina Bolden in the 24th minute mark ng ating nung football match na yun. And syempre inalagaan po ng Filipinas yung kalamangan po na yan. There were some ups and downs on the game and but ultimately tayo po ay namayani po no. Pagkatapos po ng 90 minutes of play with a bit of I believe 5 minutes extra time para masolidify ng Filipinas yung pagkakapanalo na yan. Syempre, it was a team contribution po, no? Team effort coming then from the rest of the guys, most especially yung ating goalkeeper, no? So maraming salamat Filipinas. I think the third game for group stage of our women's national football team is set. That's scheduled on July 30. We are having reports that our chairman Richard Bachman will also be joining and visiting yung supporting din personally sa New Zealand ang ating women's national football team. So it's something to watch and I believe kung masolidify pa po natin yan, we get another win on July 30th, makakatawid po ang ating Filipinas to the round of 16, I believe. Tama ba? Si Ben yung mas nakakaalam dito. Round of 16, ayan. Tama yan. In the knockout stages ng ating FIFA Women's World Cup. So congratulations. Lahat po ng mga achievements ng mga national athletes natin and you can also show your support to them. You can always check the PSC social media platforms for that and sabay-sabay po nating i-cheer ng nabida ang bayaning manlalaro. Ayan. And on the updates naman po on the agency, simulan po natin we had a very monumental events starting from last Wednesday. 41 government agencies po ay nagsama-sama sa Rizal Memorial Sports Complex sa loob po ng ating Rizal Memorial Coliseum for the final interagency meeting for the FIBA. FIBA naman po ito, FIBA Basketball World Cup. That was last Wednesday po. No? Pinangunahan po yun ng ating Chairman Richard Bachman together with Malacanang's Senior Deputy Executive Secretary, si Attorney Hubert Guevara was also there. Ganun din ang ating FIBA World Cup Local Organizing Committee's Deputy Event Director, si Ms. Erica D. Hello ma'am. And ang ating Chief Implementer and Master Planner for the World Cup, FIBA World Cup, si Mr. Ramon Tatsuzara. And nandun din po ang ating mga commissioners. There you go, as seen on the photos on our screens. Commissioner Walter Torres, Commissioner Gaston was also there. Si Combong, Olivia Bonco is also there together with our Executive Director, Attorney Guillermo Eroy. Siyempre in show of support po no, reaffirming yung commitment po ng PSC and ng ating sports agency sa suporta po for the success of itong prestigious event na FIBA World Cup. Gaganapin po ito opening on August 25th sa Philippine Arena po iyan. And moreover, last week naman po, last Friday, we also had our Women's Indoor and Para Games Festival. Yan po ay nangyari po no, sa Track Oval and Phil Sports Pasig City. Meron din po yan opening ceremonies last week dito po sa ating Rizal Coliseum. Ang atin pong Oversight Commissioner for Women in Sports, si Ma'am Olivia Boncu was there. This project was under her office po no, and talagang this event garnered many sports po katulad ng bowling, fencing, chess. Meron din po tayong netball and athletic events yan po all throughout the course of that Women's Indoor and Para Games Festival. Siyempre in preparation po ito no, dun sa this together with other women's programs po natin. We also had yung women's martial arts a few weeks back. This was in preparation for early preparations na for the Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games that was supposedly happening po very soon but was canceled. But even then, tuloy po, sabi nga ni Combong, tuloy po ang preparation ng ating Team Pilipinas. No? Magkaroon man ng rescheduling ng mga international events, tuloy po tayo for our preparations. And datong po nakaraang Sunday po ang ating Chairman Richard Bachman ay sinamahan po ang presence of Her Excellency, ang ating pong Vice President, si Ms. Sara Duterte, together with the Department of Interior and Local Government Secretary, si Attorney Benhur Abalos, and Marikina City Mayor Marcelino Teodoro. Yan po ay sa inspection po, inspection of facilities and MOA signing for the 2023 Palarong Pambansa. Nagaganapin po no, ang host ng host city natin ng Marikina sa kanila pong Marikina Sports Center. This signing was from last week and inaabangan po natin no, ano ng ang ating palarong pambansa is it will gather over 9,000 athletes, coaches and technical officials from the 17 regions of the country, no, in 34 sports disciplines. So it's a great ano din melting pot of grassroots sports talent na kailangan nating subaybayan in the next coming days. Diyan po yan sa City of Marikina. Kung may mga viewers tayo na naka-reside dyan sa may Marikina City, so tingin ko let's expect a great number of people and mga student athletes yan around the area. Meron din po mga events, I believe, na gaganapin po dito sa puder po ng Philippine Sports Commission sa Rizal Memorial Sports Complex that is yet to be identified, no, but syempre in partnership with the Department of Education, we are lending our sports facilities as well for the conduct of some sports. And another update po on Tuesday, ito po ang ating Philippine Bowling Federation ay nagkaroon po ng courtesy visit with our chairman and Commissioner Haiko and Commissioner Gaston and Commissioner Torres. Yan po ay yung mga national bowlers natin that was our guest, no, tama ba? Ang guest natin sila a few episodes back. Sila Art Barrientos, si Marcos Studio and si Stephen Diwa together with their teammates si Zach Ramin. Sila po ay nagwagi lang naman, no, sa 21st Asian Youth 10-pin Bowling Championships a few weeks back. And this was a historic win for us dahil 4 na dekada pong hinintay for us to get this victory. And yan, as seen as the photos of your screen, all smiles yung ating mga national youth bowlers together with our PSC officials. And syempre, isa po sa mga kailangan nyo abangan this coming week, PSC Hour, that would be on Friday, 1 p.m., same time as this program. And syempre, abangan nyo po sa ating mga social media platforms, no, ang mga counting trivia and insights from the PSC. No? You always check our social media accounts. Meron po tayo dyan, may mga nilalabas po kami mga features about how to know your Philippine Sports Commission. Maging yung we're gonna feature some of our Philippine Sports Hall of Famers dyan sa ating social media platforms ng PSA. So we hope you check it out. And yan po ang ating mga updates from this week. Marami-rami po yan. Again, lahat po yan ay nakikita nyo po. Pwede nyo po makita yan sa ating mga social media platforms ng Philippine Sports Commission. And on all across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and syempre for our official website at www.psc.gov.ph. There we go. Marami-rami po yung updates na yan, no? But again, minention ko kanina that joining us this afternoon are hindi lang isa, no, hindi dalawa, but I think medyo well represented ang ating guests for this afternoon dahil we will be featuring a sport that we very much love, no. Nakita natin yan sa bawat kanto ng barangay. Merong basketball court and merong ring yan, and merong mga gawa sa kahoy, mga nakadikit sa puno, sa dingding. And basketball is a sport that we have always loved. And ito nga, we are hosting an international event this coming August, the FIBA World Cup. And but before we get into all of that, mga interesting stories, we have an inspiring one with us ngayong hapon po na ito. Kasama natin ang ating Gilas Under-16, yan, women's team, Under-16 women's team ngayong hapon na ito. And just to share their insights and thoughts on the recent competition, on the recent achievement. Pwede ko bang i-welcome? Can we put them on our screen? They're already on our screens na pala. I'd like to welcome their head coach, si Coach Patrick Aquino. Coach, magandang hapon po. Welcome to the program. Ayan. Sige. Hello po, Coach Patrick. Are you here? Are you hearing us po? Go ahead po, Coach.
Magandang hapon din po sa inyo lahat. Sorry.
Ayan. Sige, para
Sorry,
nagkakaroon
I'm
natin ng
having
technical difficulties. I think you can, si Coach can, hinaan natin, tingin ko nanonood din ng live si Coach simultaneously. So pwede nating hinaan yan, Coach. And if you can get back to us. But joining us, I'll introduce first our Gilas Under 16. We have with us, we have Bella De Jesus. Hello, Bella. Can you greet yung mga viewers natin this afternoon?
Sure.
Very short, short-worded. Hello, Bella. Joining us also kasama ni Bella si Aubrey Lapasaran. Hello, Aubrey. Can you greet naman yung mga nanonood sa atin? There we go. And also with us si Naima Navarro. Hello, Naima. Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And yun, mamaya, balikan natin ulit si Coach Patrick Aquino, ang head coach of our Gilas Under 16 that gave us the great performance. Kakatapos lang po na FIBA Asia Youth Championships in Jordan, and na kung saan ang ating pong Team Philippines were championed in the Division B. Tama ba, guys? And we're already upgraded into Division A. Coach Patrick, you're here. Welcome back po, Coach. Batiin mo naman yung nanonood sa atin. Hello po.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, sa mga nanonood at nakikinig sa atin ngayon. And thank you for having us on this show.
Yon. Gusto kong simulan lang, Coach. I just want you to refresh us. May mga viewers tayo right now that are watching, and some of them sabi na nagtataka, akala nila yung Gilas is just a one-man senior team eh. And right now, what we have with us sa ating programa, we have an under-16 girls group. Can you just explain, Coach, sa mga, for the information of our viewers, ano ba yung mga different set of teams ng Gilas right now on the Gilas program, and itong girls under-16 that we have now with us?
Yeah, thank you, Josh. This is a FIBA program, which is they have this every 2-year cycle, which is the U16 and the U18 youth program for women's basketball. And this year we participated again in the Division B level, which we eventually got the championship and being promoted to Division A, which is on Division A, they will have the big teams. We call it the big teams, the big countries in Asia, which is Australia, New Zealand, China, Japan, Korea, Chinese Taipei, Syria, and I think Samoa. So within this Division A, this is the level that you can participate for the under-17 World Championship or World Cup. So, ganun yung cycle natin. And after this, next year, meron naman tayo under-18 na tournament din.
Yun pala siya, no? Medyo it's a you have to follow all of this pala, Coach. If you're really into our Gilas system, it goes to under 16. Under 16 ba yung pinaka-lowest natin, Coach? O meron pa tayong...
Yun yung pinaka-lowest program ng Gilas
Tapos we
Women's.
go from under 16, tapos may under 17. Tapos these girls would just move up.
Level up every year. Yeah.
Yun, to under 18. But this is a monumental win for you guys, lalo na sa Jordan, dahil I know, according to our research, a few, yung last edition ng games na to, it was kind of devastating to say kasi, di ba, Coach, we know na, parang we know that you swept the group stage. That's only to be upsetted by the stronger Samoa team that time. But I just want to hear from the girls how they feel now. Medyo ano ba to? Ito yung pagkaka-champion nyo on the Division B and moving up now to Division A. How's the mindset been like coming off from that medyo I can say na medyo unfortunate circumstance no sa last edition of the Asian Championships. Unahin natin si Naima. How do you feel about this victory, Naima?
Very proud and honored to be able to represent the country. It's really a good problem since probably next league I won't be part, but then I hope the next players will be able to win that league.
So hopeful coach, last ride na pala ni Naima to with the team.
Yeah. Actually, yung group nila will be going to under 18 na. So
Mhm.
on the 2 years from now, we'll have a set of different players
Mhm.
that gonna represent that. It's another new cycle for the youth program. So we'll have more players to come. So hopefully those players would you know be as these girls na talagang lumaban.
Yeah. Yeah. Aubrey, what was the mindset like? If you can just take us back to the yung competition nyo in the Division B competition in Jordan. What was the mindset like yung sa pagpasok nyo into that competition? How did it came about? Syempre, most of us know na lang, alam na lang namin bigla na nag-champion na lang kayo, panalo na kayo sa Division B. But how was the process like during the games in Jordan? Paano yung tinuro sa inyo ni coach? Ano yung share yung mindset? Yung approach going into that Division B matches?
Um, ano lang po, kailangan po namin mag-focus at kailangan po makuha namin yung goal namin at ma-promote sa Division A po. Yun po talaga yung goal. At kailangan po namin mag-lock in po talaga.
Mhm, lock in talaga. Coach, dito sa girls na kasama natin ngayon, sino sa kanila yung kasama no from the previous team
Ah,
that lost to Samoa? O bago na rin to lahat, coach?
at sila puro bago yan nandito. Like Scarlett and Isabella is from Australia. And
Mhm.
then Aubrey is from here, Cebu. And then Ima is from here then from Cavite. So the two girls that previously joined us in that last year's tournament was Ava Fajardo and Ryan Nair.
Ah, yeah.
Uh, So there were the two parang veterans natin coming
Mhm.
in. They were like 14 years old pa nung time na yun. So now they're in their 15th year na. I think they know how the feeling of losing after
Yeah.
winning the pool, the group pool with a 3-0 run, and then eventually losing the semifinal. It was really hard for them. So I just told them, you be the leader out there. Yung mga teammates nyo ngayon haven't felt that way and haven't really, this is the first time really for some of the players to have that international games. So I think they learned from that, and I was really proud of these girls.
Yeah.
Just happy that ito yung tinatawag namin, lagi ko sinasabi ngayon, yung gilas
Yeah.
sa kanila, yung gilas at saka yung puso maglaro. That's how they played in Jordan this year, and just so being proud of it, and hopefully we could do it again every time na lalaro tayo internationally.
There we go. Such a nice words, Coach Patrick. And as habang sinasabi mo yun, the photos of the girls, we were just showing the photos of the girls on our screens. No, grabe din yung battle pala talaga in Jordan. But I want to hear it from Scarlett siguro and siguro si Bella later. But Scarlett, knowing that, no, ikaw from your perspective, knowing that circumstance, yung knowing that. I know Coach Pat just said you were not part of the previous team who really
No.
had that devastating loss. But how would you did you take something from that? May yung mga previous players ba told something about you guys? What was the inspiration now from you and being a part of this team and winning in the Division B?
I think it like really motivated us to really want the gold like more. And I think with like Ryan and Ava leading us, they would always like remind us, like every time we win, celebrate and get over it next game type of mindset. So yeah, just to keep looking forward and no win like guarantees the gold. So yeah, we kept focused, but I think it motivated us a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also on character. The games there in Jordan. It's really like character building as you go throughout the games. How about Bella? Have you enjoyed? I know it's been a serious and really tough competitions in a few weeks ago in Jordan. But Were you having fun with the guys, with the girls as well? How was the experience in Jordan?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The girls were really nice, and the experience like playing internationally was scary, but yeah, it was really fun.
Yes, yun nga, it's a bit scary nga rin, coach. And also yung malaman lang din na these are girls playing basketball, predominantly male sport, and then not just on that, but also putting them on the international stage. Gaano kalaking confidence booster nun, coach? Siyempre with the existing Gilas, di naman ito bago for the Gilas program, sir. But just looking for talents like them, like 15, 16-year-olds. Tapos just pushing them into the international basketball scene, coach. Gaano po ka-importante yan that we have that?
Well, that's a very important factor for developing our future women's baller or women's pool players from for the Gilas women's senior team. I think these girls have the talent already. So having that experiences and playing internationally and going back to their schools and having to experience camaraderie for what with other countries, experiencing the other cultures, and and of course playing basketball. I think they will hone more and develop more on their idea of what's gonna be like more on the outer world, and especially with basketball. And I'm just happy that I think that the future of women's basketball is secure now with
Yeah.
these girls playing their height and and representing us every time, representing the country well all the time.
And it's gonna be ano po, no, it's gonna be it's really an investment to have these young girls move up from under 16, under 17, and under 18. Tapos may under 21 pa ba tayo, coach, on the women's?
Uh, Wala na. Yun na lang,
Wala
hanggang
na.
under 18 lang
Moving na
ata.
diretso na to do to the women's seniors. But I want to ask, balik tayo kay Aubrey tsaka kay Naiman. Aubrey, I want to ask, kamusta yung reception ng parents ninyo from your perspective? Ikaw from Cebu ka pa, you're hailing from Cebu. And umuwi ka pa ba doon? How was the reception ng parents mo knowing that you're gonna join this team and gonna compete? Probably not just this year, but consecutively sa mga susunod pa na taon on Gilas.
Sobrang saya po nila at nag full support po talaga sila sa akin at nagpapasalamat din ako sa kanila dahil mentally, emotionally, and physically nandyan sila para sa akin at talagang sumuporta sila sa every game namin at nagpapa-big screen pa sila din sa amin sa barangay na.
Hmm.
So ano pala to, it's tingin ko coach pa, tingin ko and also the girls would agree with me na when you guys just compete, I think it's not just a celebration of of one team, but I think ko buong families included as well, families, relatives, and cousins as well. Naima, I want to ask, with you now having this final stint with the girls, uh, ano yung what are the things na you're leaving behind on this team, na yung mga learnings and all that from the experiences that you have with the team? Or what were those things that you were sharing with them in Jordan, and probably now as you guys have your training and for future competitions pa?
Just really to focus and always think every game, even if we win by how many points, um, we always think that the job's not done. So every other game, we have to work 2 times harder.
Mhm, yeah. And I think it plays also on the being mature on the court, right?
Yeah.
It really does. And speaking of maturity, I'm very sure all of you, the girls, saw the performance as well. The great performance that you guys put in the women's senior team, right? When we saw them compete in the FIBA Women's World Cup as well. Have you watched that? Have some of you watched the games of your ates and with them as well? May communications ba with Ate Jack, with Ate Afril, Joy, and the rest of the team from your seniors team? May mga tinuturo ba sila, coach, to this young girls?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, these girls watched the games that when we were in Sydney, and siguro when they were still practicing here when we were at Sydney, nagpa-practice naman sila this for in preparation for the under 16. So and then vice versa naman, their ates was watching them naman when we were playing in Jordan. So it was a great family. I think it's the word is the family. Having them together, and having that camaraderie, and talking about their experiences, and hopefully changing the senior team from them in the future. And I'm just happy that again, happy ako that these girls really made us proud as a Filipino when they compete. Sana laging ganun.
Opo, totoo po. And we for sure, like they always say, bilog po yung bola. No, there are many ups and downs in basketball, and in any sport in particular. But to see these girls just really be victorious. Kanina nga we're just flashing the photos, grabbing yung smiles, the emotions was there. These girls were really playing their heart and soul. And speaking of that, I just wanna ask din siguro. I wanna go back to uh, sino yung
Scarlett, you have to go.
So we're back on our program. Sorry po, we just had just a few technical difficulties on our signal. But si Scarlett, I believe, Coach Pat already left the room kasi may klase pa siya. So thank you, Scarlett, for joining. But continuing on our discussion kanina, Coach Pat, with the guidance na binibigay po ng kanilang women's senior team. Uh, what ba is there, I'm very sure, Coach Pat, there's a plan for these girls going. Ang goal naman, ang ultimate goal for them to join our women's seniors team, right? Gusto nila remain, stay sa ating national team.
Well, yeah, of course, every player will be in the pool, and uh, there, as I just said, there will be the future of women's basketball in our country, and with these girls, having the experiences and playing abroad or playing internationally, make us more prepared for the um, next tournaments that we'll be joining, and just happy that we got these girls, and it's not yet done for me as a coach or the head of the
Yeah.
program to have to again look for other girls and prepare them again for this kind of tournaments.
Yeah, yeah, yun. Tuloy-tuloy lang talaga po yung program. And speaking of the program of SBP, of Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, for our Gilas teams. I want to ask si Aubrey. Aubrey, tingin mo right now, syempre you're still one of the younger basketball players for our women's team. But tingin mo gaano kahalaga na merong talent identification, kumbaga tuloy-tuloy yung pagse-search ng new talents from different parts of the Philippines, ganun din sa iba't ibang parts ng mundo. Kung meron tayong mga foreign na basketball players na magagaling. And gaano ka-importante na merong continuity sa program. Kumbaga nagsimula from young, from naging adult, tapos naging part na nung seniors team. Hello, si Aubrey?
Sobrang,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
para sa akin po, sobrang importante po yun dahil sa dami-dami po tao sa mundo, ah, kailangan po natin ilabas yung laro natin at ipakita yung kung anong kaya natin, lalo na po sa mga kababaihan. Ipakita natin sa mundo na kaya po makipaglaban.
Yeah, and totoo 'yun kasi maraming maraming talent na kumbaga hinihintay lang matap, 'di ba? I don't know if we can flash the comment on our screens, but sabi ni Merubin Quintaro, sabi niya, these girls are great. I remember the first time they post the picture of the team that they will represent the Gilas under 16 women. May marami daw doubts if they can win and if they can make it to the finals. But they proved the world wrong. Yun, medyo mahaba-haba, no? Sinasummarize ko lang, Coach Pat, for the team. But they proved them wrong because they didn't just win, but they dominated their opponents every game. Good thing about this team daw po is the first five and the bench players are equally good, yan, offensively and defensively. That's why they can do platoon substitutions, and yung performance daw doesn't change. Coach Pat, what do you feel about this comment? Medyo bahaba ito from one of our viewers.
Just being proud, it means that the program is working. I know we had a long journey doing this, but we're getting there. We're getting there, and hopefully we could continue doing it. And again, sabi ko nga, we have to prepare ourselves and represent the country well all the time.
Mhm. And speaking of representing the country well, kanina I don't know if you heard my updates, guys, on the first part of our program. Yung ating women's football team. Different sport, meron ding ball pero gamit naman yung paa. Our women's football team just made the history, no, in the FIFA World Cup. I don't know if you saw these guys, but I want to ask from an athlete's perspective din naman. Naima, what do you think is the effect of this, yung what does this victory, no, yung ating yung mga ate mo from different sport naman in football, what does this mean from the greater participation of women in sports, kumbaga empowering yung women to participate in sports? What does that win and your win sa team nyo in Jordan speak about para for girls to participate pa in sports?
I feel like the win inspired a lot of young girls, not just in football or basketball, that they they can achieve a lot of things.
Yeah. And do you want to add on to that, Isabel, as well? Baka, do you have something to say on that win of our recent win of our women's football team and your win as well in Jordan, and how does that victories like that increase inspire other young girls like you to just to participate in sports?
Um, it's kind of the same as what Ema said, but I think that like it inspires other people to like or other women to play because you get an opportunity to like show what you can do.
Yeah. And speaking of moving forward and progressing, and Coach Pat, probably you can share with us what's the next journey na pwede naming suportahan itong ating Gilas Gilas or under 16 team. Ano pa po ba yung mga sasalihan nila na competitions and where we can support them?
They're now, siguro, they're gonna be leveling up next year. They'll be playing for the under 18 tournament, which is next year. I don't know the timetable yet, but they're gonna be preparing for that under 18 tournament, which is also we're in Division B, hoping that we could go also in Division A. We had that same year, talagang masakit din yung last year natin sa under 18. Hopefully we can get back and go to Division A. And for the senior naman, we're now preparing for the first time natin in the Asian Games. So
Yeah.
thank you PSC for the support and POC for having invited us to join the Asian Games. And with that, we are preparing for tournaments for that, which is this first week of August will be joining the Jones Cup in
Mhm.
Taiwan in the first week, August 5 to 9. And then we'll have another tournament in the end of August, August 26 to September 3 in Korea for the KWBL tournament
Yeah.
in Korea. So hopefully, sumuporta kayo at pagdasal niyo po kami dito sa
Yon, there
mga
we go.
preparasyon namin.
Yun, marami-raming tournaments to catch up to, and to marami-raming competitions and avenue to support our Gilas team, but we're about to end though, but I would like to give this time to each guest na kasama natin ngayong hapon na to probably to give their parting shots, no, may mga, if you have someone to thank to, thanks to thank to, and may gusto po kayong message for our Filipinos who rallied behind you guys, supporting you in your games in Jordan. Mga pasasalamatan. Can we go first with Isabel? Isabella, can you have words to say from families and friends you want to greet? Now's the time.
I like to give a shout out to my parents for supporting me and always believing in me, and then to the coaches, Coach I, Coach Joe, Coach Pat, Boss Mike, and everyone that was there that supported me throughout the tournament.
There we go. Thank you, Bella. Naima, someone to thank you.
I just like to thank my parents, my family, everybody who supported the team. Staying up late just to watch the games, just to support. It's just a really huge sacrifice for us.
There we go. Thank you, Naima. And si Aubrey. Aubrey, ikaw, mga gusto mong pasalamatan ever since your journey, and syempre, itong team na to, no, yung mga sumuporta sa Gilas Under 16. Go ahead.
Unang-una po, nagpapasalamat po ako kay God po
Mute
dahil
ka.
Okay na, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Una-una po, pasalamat po ako kay God dahil ginabayan niya po kami sa lahat po ng laro namin, sa practices po namin, and sa lahat po ng tao na sumuporta sa amin, and lalo na po sa family ko po sa Cebu, and yung mga neighbors po namin doon, full support po sila sa Gilas Women's po. And,
There we go. Thank you, Aubrey. And syempre, Coach, I'd like to give the floor, no, last but not least, to Coach Pat. Coach, syempre, on behalf of the team, this team, and also on behalf of the SBP as well, the program, the Gilas program. Someone to thank to, Coach. Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank SBP, for especially Sir Alpan Lilio, our Executive Director, Sani Barrios, and Deputy Director, Sir Butch Antonio, for, providing these venues for us and supporting us in any tournament that we join. Nandyan po sila. Also to our MB, to Mr. Manny Pangilinan, talagang nandyan po sa suporta. Maraming salamat. And also to our sponsor, Smart, San Miguel, and also Mr. Lincoln Lim, who's providing us free of the gym charges na we use every day. And also the other supporters that we not, especially those people in Jordan that that
Yeah.
came out and watch us and cheer for us. Maraming salamat po. At sa mga pamilya ng mga bata, maraming salamat po to my coaches, especially Coach Shai, who handled this team so well, and other coaches, coaching staff na sumama sa amin, our boss Michael Lim, na talagang nandyan sa amin lagi. Maraming salamat po. Sana po continue supporting the Gilas Women's program, not just the girls, but the whole program, and support us with your prayers. And I guarantee you, every time na lalaro pa kami, we dedicate these games to you guys, mga taong sumusuporta sa amin. Maraming salamat po.
There you have it. No, we have a great episode ngayong hapon po na ito. Salamat po to our guests sa ating PSC Chatroom today. We have our Gilas girls under 16. Si Bella De Jesus is here. Si Aubrey Lapasaran, si Naima Navarro, and kanina din si Scarlett. No? And syempre, their national head coach, Patrick Aquino. Coach, dito na kayo sa Rizal Memorial magte-train. Dapat dito na. Para makita natin yung Gilas girls natin. But again, maraming salamat po sa ating mga guests for this afternoon. Magbabalik po ang PSC Chatroom. When we come back, we'll give you our last few announcements for our program. Salamat po.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat presents The
Nagbabalik po tayo sa PSC Chatroom, and syempre you just watch ang ating exclusive interview this is a great time, no, for Philippine basketball. And we had with us kanina lamang po our Gilas Girls Under 16 team headed by Coach Patrick Aquino and the rest of the girls. And again, we just wanted to reiterate that salamat po sa suporta ng ating mga kababayan, I think all throughout the world, specifically dun sa kanilang uh, battle, yung mga basketball games nila in Jordan recently, where they were promoted, to the Division A ng ating Asian Championships. And just want to greet yung mga nanonood sa atin. Kanina pa po sumusubaybay si Romel Santos, si Arnold Espartero, si Elijah Pagkaliwagan, yan, si Ana May Manalo, si Mario, si Mario Rabenitas, si Ma'am Placido Aquino is watching, si Mark Anthony Polo, and si Miss Michelle Aquino, tingin ko mga relatives to ni Coach Pat, si Ricardo Dilap is also watching, and si Mika De Leon, and yung mga relatives ni Aubrey, yan, si Sir Jojo Lapasaran, shout out daw kay Aubrey and si Miss Julie Amos. Tuloy-tuloy po ang programa ng Philippine Sports Commission sa inyo all throughout the week. And tomorrow po, on Friday rather, on Friday we have with us, no, kasabay po simultaneously, at the same time as this program, ang ating pong PSC Hour will be live on our PSC platforms and on Radyo Pilipinas Uno and Dos. Ayan po, no, RP1 and RP2, that's live on Friday. PSC Hour po yan. And syempre, we're gonna flash here sa aming pong screens ang ating mga social media platforms ng Philippine Sports Commission, where you can check the latest updates on the PSC and what we do. I think it's nasa baba po yan, no, on Facebook. You can just like and follow us at Philippine Sports Commission. Ganun din po sa aming Instagram. Hanapin nyo lang po kami at phil.sportscommission. And there we go. Also on our Twitter platforms at PSC_gov. Also check our YouTube, sa mga YouTube po, YouTube watchers view namin na nanonood live right now. Hanapin nyo lang po Philippine Sports Commission. And syempre for official news and updates, you can always check our website at www.psc.gov.ph. Salamat po sa mga sumibaybay sa ating programa ngayong rainy Wednesday afternoon. We hope everybody is safe, no? We are also extending our thoughts and prayers sa mga kababayan po natin na nasalanta ng bagyo and currently under po, no, the bad weather conditions all throughout the country. Keep safe, everyone. And syempre, we want to thank ang ating pong mga officials from the Philippine Sports Commission, our Chairman Richard Bachman, our four commissioners, Commissioner Edward Haico, Commissioner Matthew Fritz Gaston, Commissioner Olivia Boncu, and Commissioner Walter Francis Torres. Ako po si Josh Ricanor, and we'll see you next Wednesday for another episode of the PSC Chatroom. Goodbye, everyone. Stay dry and stay safe. Yan. God bless po, and we'll see you next Wednesday.